fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Our first carry here for Joe Mixon. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 5. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Under. Nike Texans.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Cook up the gut. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8. now they'll throw with Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And Knox is going to have a Bills first down as he's up past the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll try the middle with Cook. Down the left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, 54 yards. And the Bills are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Stroud off the play fake. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Stroud. And he is caught. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
Mixon with a first down carry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Let's high. 18, let's hit.
Fourth down. Here's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And that will force a turnover on downs. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
84 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
Alert! Half 85, half 85. 56. Middle. Look out.
Play action. Now it's Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Finding Shakir across the formation. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's Cook again. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only one on that play.
Regular.
AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Allen to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next the score, Bills 14, Texans nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Stroud looking to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And Oliver in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Stroud and company going for it. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Well, it's gutsy to go for it in the red zone. The problem there is they were in their own red zone. Why in the world did they do that?
They must have thought they had the exact play call that they needed to go a big way. And I'm still not even buying that one. I'm reaching on
You're
that.
searching.
Absolutely reaching. But I do know this. On the other side of the field, that coaching staff is screaming at their defense. If you don't handle this one right here, this is a great opportunity for us. Take it away, guys. And they did.
And now excellent field position. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 123 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this 1st half.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Cook. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. A final shot before half for Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this 1st half.
Bills 17, Texans nothing.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the 1st half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the 2nd half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play here for Buffalo. 46 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Hey, tight.
From the gun, it's Allen. Complete on the comeback route. That's Shakir. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Alert! Brown 80! Monday! Alert! Half. Look out!
Give to Cook out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Will Anderson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. I love that play, because in the snow you think run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible. And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
A 19-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Play action. Stroud now. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That one complete. It's tanked down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. They had things a little spread out there with 4 wide receivers, and it opened up a running hole.
Yeah, not only do you get better running lanes because you are spread out, Oftentimes when defenses see 4 wide receivers, they substitute in extra defensive backs, so you're blocking smaller personnel. That gives your running back a nice chance downfield against that type of a defense.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Stroud out of the gun here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Stroud to throw it. Mixon on a slant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Bills' 33-yard line.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. On play action, they'll throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. Hey, team. What's up? Hey, south. Hey.
Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Tony.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. But no reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Now Stroud. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing again is Stroud. Oh, he was was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. Oh, the Texans may have recovered. They did recover. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
18, that's it.
Throwing now is Stroud. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Here's Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud. That's caught again by Schultz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10.
White Tony. Here we go. Hey, south. On 18. Hey, Uno Mars. 11.
Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
Oh, okay. 18. That's it.
They'll run with Mixon. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Allen. Shakir holds it in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 2.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. To the air. Allen. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The Bills send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. On the return is Kirk. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Stroud. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. 70 seconds remain. This will be an onside kick. Oh, the Texans may have recovered. They did recover. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Here's 1st and 10.
Already.
Now Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. the 20.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And the conditions miserable for a kicker and a holder, but this one's good, and with it, they take the lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 here.
Hey, tight. 180. Half.
Throwing, Allen. That's complete. It's Cook. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here comes second down.
Hey, home. 56. Regular.
Now Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final two plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's third down.
Brown 80. Monday.
Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The hard-hitting safety, Jimmy Ward, picking up the sack that time. They'll come up now on second down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. This ball intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. The Texans, they are going to the Super Bowl as we sign off and say goodnight, everybody. And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.